I'll be fine. I think it's just a contusion, in my wrist, and it's nothing that's gonna keep me away from this thing. I've had worse things than this before, and I'm gonna keep playing.
Remember the play? So walk us through the play. You try to jump over the guy, didn't you?
No, well, when I was dribbling down the court, I knew I had Joey on my left. And I knew, a 2-on-1, the defender has to commit. I felt like he never committed in time, and I got to my launching pad, and I felt like I could get to the rim. And I know him. I know the type of player he is. I played against him in college. And, I'm not sure if there was an intent, but I know that that's the type of player he is. He, puts his body in the way he does that type of stuff. So I probably should have been a little more cautious at that point, but that's not my game. I'm full speed ahead, and if I feel like I can get to my spot, then I'm going to get there.
Thanks, Fred.
Yeah.
You trying to go over him or around him? Because it sure looked like you were trying to leap right over him.
I really do. When I jump, I don't look at the defender. I try to just get to the rim, man. That was the case. I didn't really know exactly where he was at. I kind of felt him, and when I got clipped, then that's when I realized, I better brace myself a little bit. But other than that, I don't worry about injuries. I just play the game.
Was it just the hand that took the shot, or is the rest of your body kind of aching?
Well, yeah, my whole right side is a little feeling it today, but just the hand mostly. A couple plays earlier, I tweaked my ankle a little bit, so that was a little bothering, but it ain't nothing that's gonna keep me out of the lineup.
You ever been able to pull that move, jump over a guy, Vince style?
In fact, he probably Are We Story was the guy that clipped me. He played at Arizona State. I caught one of his teammates just like that when we was at Arizona State. So, he probably just didn't want to see that on the poster again. I got that poster at home.
Who'd you get?
I can't remember his name. Crandall, I believe, was a player at Arizona State at the time. Huh? Yeah, he's on a lot of the Oregon photos around the state.